Hi, my name is Unika Sempira, and I'm a nursing graduate student at the University of Texas at Arlington. I'm going to do a book review today on Leaders Make the Future, 10 New Leadership Skills for an Uncertain World. I provided handouts for you to follow along with me. That Mr. Bob Johnson has is that he has 35 years of experience as a 10-year forecaster. He is one of the first social scientists to explore the social and organizational impacts of the Internet. He created and led a research program at IFTS on emerging information technology, which is now called the Technology Horizons Program. He was the president of IFTF from 1999 to 2004, and he now serves as a current board member. He also does frequent keynote speaking for large groups, but he mostly enjoys working with small workshops with creative teams. This book was to recognize today's businesses and organizations and how they operate in a world characterized by what Johansson calls VUCA, which is volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. Volatility yields to vision, while uncertainty yields to understanding, complexity yields to clarity, and ambiguity yields to agility. Introduce skills that will help leaders see connections in the larger systems of which they are part of, to make others aware of and embrace shared resources and prospects, to have a better understanding of better future, and to take a look at a rapidly changing environment. The audience that Mr. Johansson intended this to be read by was anybody who was in current leadership, future leadership, and those individuals who wish to expand their thinking and forward fast future thinking. Some of the strengths of this book were that it explained what and why, it offered guiding principles for determining the level of competence for acquiring and utilizing the new leadership skills. It was a philosophy-driven book with a lot of what makes a good leader. The skills that were presented were in a forward-thinking ideology, and it had a self-assessment rating system that would have been beneficial to have read and do prior to reading the book. Some of the weaknesses were that it was difficult at times to understand. It was a long book for a self-help evaluation, especially when taking a 5-week class with so much reading. It does not show exactly how to achieve this understanding. It did not provide enough evidence-based examples to support the material, and it avoided definite or definitive statements which make sense when discussing the future, but the whole point is to put down his insights into the future, and touches on what is to come instead of what is the now. Some of the objectives were how to be more coping efficient and to be more effective with ever-changing environments, the focus and understanding of different characteristics of those that possess leadership skills for the future. And as evidence, just looking to the future can help you decide what to do right now. Some other objectives were that it introduced 10 new leadership skills for the future. It showed that every leadership skill is linked to every other skill, and leaders need to decide which skills to emphasize and when. The 10 new leadership skills were maker instinct, clarity, dilemma flipping, immersive learning ability, bioempathy, constructive depolarization, quiet transparency, rapid prototyping, smart mob organizing, and commons creating. My recommendations for this book would be leaders, those who have a desire to be a leader, and decision makers. Under what circumstances this book would be recommended is for anyone in a leadership position within an organization, and anyone who has the ability to influence others. I'd like to thank you for taking time with me to do the book review of Leaders Make the Future, 10 New Leadership Skills for an Uncertain World by Bob Jones.